then why you not talking to him? You know what I mean? That joker tell me, yeah, he don't mess with ladies he work with, which is understandable. Good for him. I had to learn that the hard way back in the day. And so, I'm just like, well, is she a good person, man? And he's like, yeah, man, she's a very good person. And I'm like, okay. And he's talking to the girl at the same time, again, which is weird. I can hear him put up the iPod, getting her attention, saying, hey, he's on the phone. And I'm just like, yo, this is weird, it's strange. Come on, man. Like, no, you got cousins. You can have this girl talk to. Like I say, she's probably gonna do that, waste my time. I say, I don't play those games. I don't chase it behind women. I just don't. Not anymore. So in the midst of that, when he was talking to her, he asked me. He said, "How do you want to communicate?" He asked her how she wants to communicate. And I'm just like, what kind of question is that? What do you mean? Which way do you want to communicate? And y'all know this girl say Instagram. See, right then and there, when she said Instagram, to me that signifies that's childish behavior. And I'm just like, yo, just get my number. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I can't stand that. You know, a big grown adult, supposedly a big grown adult, trying to figure out a way to communicate, but they want to use social media. I'm like, nah. She want to speak to me. She want to talk. Nah, no. Get my number. Which one you want? I got two or three of them. And so he said he'll give her the number that was on or whatnot, which is cool. I say, no, I'm really not. This is awkward. It's random. It's out the blue. And I say, I know my so-called homeboy. You know what I mean? I know what type of person he is. I say, we don't think the same. We don't believe in relationships and stuff the same. We don't view, well, I don't view. I'm not even listening. Let me just say this. Going through what I went through, I just don't see things the same. Okay? I don't believe in fairy tales. I don't believe a person who they actually are until I meet them. You know? Y'all know what I mean? So, long story short, let's continue. So, she gets my number or whatnot. And he goes, he's still trying to talk to me. And I'm just like, yo, so you at work and all that. He was like, yeah, man. And I just went ahead and asked him, right? I was just up front. Jay, listen. I mean, you telling me that this person is a good person. She doesn't have no kids. She works for her. I think she's very business savvy. My mind is what's wrong with her? You know? Like something is off. And I already knew something was off when somebody asks for your Instagram just to communicate. I'm not a fan of yours. I'm not a fan person. I'm not a fan of no one. You get my number. You want to communicate, you get my number. And so he tells me that he already showed a picture of me to this girl. And he said they said I was cute or whatever. And you know, once we got off the phone, shortly after he called me back. conversation. He just said, "Oh man, I just thought about you," and I'm just like, "But dude, I'm on the road and stuff. Like, I don't have time. Trying to y'all know what I mean. Come on, man. I just don't have the time. Like I say, you either cold or you hot, and if you cold, you keep it pushing. I don't do no lukewarm and all that. Nope. Either cold or you hot. I can read your temperature. So check this out, y'all. Now tell me if I'm bugging, right? So the girl, she texts me a little bit later on that same night, and I say hello. Apparently Jay. And she was like, yeah, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is very awkward to me because like I it's just random. It's almost like he's trying to hook me up or something. I don't need no hookup. Y'all know what I mean? I don't need you to. I don't need another man to try to help me talk to somebody. Nah, I don't have an issue with getting women. Like I said, I'm just career focused and getting my life back in order, whatever. And so she texted me and she said, "Oh, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it is a bit awkward and all that." I'm like, yeah, I totally agree. And I say, listen, apparently you saw a picture of me. May I see a picture of you? Do y'all know this girl said, no, that's strange. I don't usually send pictures on the first day and all that. And I'm just like, what the crap? Like, what? What do you? And my mom just like, see, this is the nonsense and the childish behavior that I peep, y'all. When she asked for an Instagram just to communicate. You know what I mean? If you post pictures on Instagram, the whole world can just about see it. You took my number. Y'all know what I'm saying? You took my number. Which means I think you're interested in me. Y'all get what I mean? You saw how I look. But you can't send me not one picture. Not even your ones off the Instagram. Like I said, I don't be on Instagram like that. I don't be on those. I stop unfollowing people on these social media apps. These social media apps are very, y'all know, it's very toxic, man. Even if you unfollow and unsubscribe from some of these people you follow, for some reason, it still pops up. And these social media apps, they'll still try to send you an email or something. They're trying to get you to see what you're missing out on. Like, oh, you're missing out. An email sent me that. On Facebook, oh, you're missing out. And all. And I'm just like, this is toxic in these social media platforms. They just want your attention. Just like people. Just like people. Just like this girl right here. Right? I don't know what kind of guy she's used to, but I guess she's used to guys, chasing and running in behind her and crap. I'm not that type of person. You're not going to get that kind of attention to me. Already, again, because I started to ask her, yo, you can just call me. Like, call me when you get off or something. Let's have a conversation. We using the iPhones. Let's have a FaceTime chat. But I didn't even ask her that because it was a waste of time. Waste of time, man. She has nothing to talk about. I asked her what she does, That's all I ask. That's all I ask, man. And to my homeboy and whatnot, to him, man, you know, I told him this, y'all. I was just like, look, man, don't do that again. Like I say, just because that girl, just because you think that, like I said, dude, me and you talk to me every blue moon. You know what type of level that I'm on when it comes to this. I'm not with no childish games, dude. You know, just because you see good in her, and I'm sure, you know, a lot of people has good in them. Y'all get what I mean. Don't mean that she's of my interest or my taste. You know what I mean? But see, I know what he was trying to do, and he always been that type of guy, trying to make himself look good. Yeah, you talk to my homeboy. Yeah, y'all got a lot in common. Y'all strong-minded and all that, and this and that. And I'm just like, wow, like, so, right? Anybody can say how they are. I say, you know, I was like, dude, you know, if you explain it to me, right? You explain it to me that this girl, she's cute. You know, she's lighter shade. And you telling me all this good. And I'm just like, yo, Jay, dude, it's a good possibility that this girl, she already talked to someone, which is fine. He was like, oh man, she don't talk to nobody. See, that's what me and you differ at, homeboy. Like I said, I've had enough experience with women to the point to where you're not about to tell me. But like I said, brother man, you're very gullible. No, I don't believe that. Not when that girl, she talks to someone, and she's probably in a full relationship. Like I said, this dude talking about some, yeah, man, maybe y'all going to date. I was like, dude, I don't date. What is that? Somebody tell me what that is. Tell me what that is. I don't use these titles in these words, dating and all that. No, dating means, I'm just gonna tell y'all what I think dating is. Like I said, this is just me, my opinion, and from what I observe. Dating is just a classic word for options, and S*X options. Code words. But y'all know what I mean. Like I said, I'm sure y'all have a different opinion on that. But I say, man, listen, the times we living in now, man, I tell you, you gotta be very, very careful on who you're talking to. You better have a lot of discernment. And you better know a little bit about people and psychology and stuff like that. Because like I said, I peeped that whole situation just on him calling me. And trying to, you know, I guess her to talk to me or me talk to her. What are we going to talk? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? I don't even like being on the phone that long, let alone text. I don't have time to text throughout the day. And at night when I'm finished, I'm mentally drained a lot. You know, I don't want to be on my phone. I want to relax. Like, what do you want to talk about? Like I said, again, giving somebody attention is a lot of energy. Something I learned as a young man, right? At 33 years old. Let me tell y'all something. And older men know this. You don't benefit or get nothing out of chasing and running behind females. You know? This is just the truth. This is the truth, man. And say, not stupid, man. Hey, you have options. You have options. Just don't waste my time. But those little kiddie games, it's just a photo. And that's another thing too. That's another thing too. A lot of these people, something I learned right about these Instagrams, these social media platforms. A lot of times when people take a picture, they always try to enhance it or get it from the best angle, the best lighting. And a lot of them, again, their body don't look as you would think it does. But don't make me go there. I'm just telling y'all the truth. But hey, man, I just wanted to share that with y'all. And oh yeah, I almost forgot. This is how I know for a fact old buddy he has an agenda. So that next morning, he asked me, "Oh, did he text? Did she text you?" And I said, "Yeah." And I said, "Man, listen, the girl is childish." And it was like, "You know why you say that?" I told him. Like I say, that's very childish behavior. You refuse to send me a picture of you. Maybe I know you. Do y'all know what I'm saying? And when I explained all this to him through a message or whatever, y'all think he texts back? Nope. Quiet as a whistle. I've been knowing him for a long time. But he pulled something like that again, cutting him off. Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. And yeah, I've been having a lot of issues, man, with the uploading of the videos. I think I'm recording in too high of a